back to my channel, guys. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing part 2 of my finishing every series I'm currently in the middle of. It's a long title, so it's probably not titled that, just like last time. But we'll be reading a bunch of books that are in series that I'm currently reading and I'm trying to finish. For the most part, I'm trying to read every single book on my TBR. So for the most part, all those books are a bunch of series. Or not all those books, but a lot of those books are series. And so I'll be finishing a lot of series this month. This year. Hopefully this month too, but this year for sure. So I don't know which ones we're going to start with, but I'll show you all the options we have. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. It's pretty self-explanatory, so if you have any questions, let me know down below, because I've been talking too much in these videos. I gotta wrap it up. So we gotta go fast. We have a few options. I definitely want to listen to A Curse for True Love. I don't have the physical copy because the paperback is not out yet, and I really want to listen to this like really bad. Like, I'm so excited about this. But I'm also nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna die when it ends? Because this is like, it's like Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Hearts, all those characters officially ending. So I don't know if she has more up her sleeve, because she could. She could, but I don't know, but I'm sad. So that one I definitely will listen to at some point. I also want to read the next book in the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. This is Twisted. I'm obsessed with this series right now, so I'm excited about that. I definitely want to get to that. I think I'm going to start this first tonight, just so we have a head start. This one seems a little bit bigger than the other ones, but they usually are pretty breezy. Yeah, I feel like the font is just like kind of massive, and then the chapters I think are pretty short from what I remember. Yeah, they're pretty short, so like it's super easy. I'm excited to read that one. I know nothing about this. I believe this is Jasmine and Jafar. It's Yasmin and Julian. So Jafar, right? I don't know. We'll see. But then we also have King of Greed, which I also think I want to get to. I obviously love this series, have been obsessed. I've heard not so great things about this, but now it makes me want to read it more just to have my final opinion. And then this one is technically a series. I don't know if we'll get to this, but this is Percy Jackson, The Chalice of the Gods. It's the next one in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Here she is. And so technically it's the 6th book. They count it as the 6th book, but I don't know if we'll get to it. This one is super short too, and Rick Riordan just writes the best breezy reads. This is 268 pages. Like, we might be able to get to it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm so excited. So definitely let me know if you've read any of these books. And let's just go read. I just love her author's notes. The main character is a villain. If you're looking for a safe read, you will not find it in these pages. You will not find it here. But they're the best. They're so good. It just starts off like... It's just the prologue. It's just the prologue. Hello, real quick. I wanted to give a super short update. I started A Curse for True Love. I'm so excited. I don't even want to tell you because I don't know if everyone knew and I just didn't know, but like listening to it, because obviously I can't see everything you see in a book. I can't see the chapters. I can't see the point of views. The povs. I'll just say that. I was thoroughly surprised, but very happy about it. I'm excited. I'm also a little nervous. Haley Pham, I just accidentally watched. I didn't knowing that it might affect me, but I saw her like a review of the book, and she didn't talk about the book at all. She only said like if she liked it or not, and she was not excited. She was like it was, oh, I don't remember what she said. I don't even remember what she rated it, but I know she didn't like it as much as the second one, and that scared me. But we're gonna keep chugging along. I just wanted to pop on real quick. I'm on my lunch break. I'm gonna go grab some horrible food that I should not be eating. Anyway, I wanted to let you know I finished A Curse for True Love yesterday, actually, and I didn't get a chance to update, but I actually really enjoyed it. I think I'm settled on a 4.5 rating, just because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really great. I felt like, personally, if it ended any other way, I would be mad. So I feel like it was just really good. Like, she did exactly what I expected, I guess you should say, which obviously I guess is annoying to some people because it's kind of obvious everything that's gonna happen, but I think it's just really fun. I really love the series. I think I like the Caraval. No, I don't think. I know I like the Caraval series better. I just feel like I like a little bit of mystery, a little bit more action, if you will. I feel like, Once Upon a Broken Heart, the series just wasn't as, like, I wasn't as in it, like, invested in it, because it was just kind of like I don't know, it just didn't seem high stakes in any way, and so obviously, not everything is high stakes, but, you know what I mean. Anyway, I just felt like it was a little bit more actiony Caraval. So that's why I like it a little bit better. But I honestly think, I don't know why people aren't loving A Curse for True. I could see why people are not loving A Curse for True Love, but it's so good. It's not like bad in any way. I just feel like it ends how you expect it to end. I think it's really sweet and just like a very cute. I really liked it, and I really enjoyed the series as the trio as a whole. But definitely not like a favorite series or anything like that. And then what the heck was the other thing I was going to say about it? Oh, that's what I was saying. I think Haley Pham had mentioned, like, you don't get a lot of Jax and, what's her name? And Evangeline. But I feel like the moments that they had were super cute, and I appreciated them. I liked the way she did that, because you get them, like, you get to see them in a different light, and then at the end, it's just so cute. So I really appreciated that. I don't know if she, like, wanted us to feel, at first, be, like, torn, but, like, I know everyone just wanted Jax, so it was, like, like, there was no reason to, like, think we kind of maybe wanted Apollo at some point. Like, no. There was no competition. So I'm excited. Well, not I'm excited. The series is over, but she definitely left some doors open for maybe a potentially other, like, spin-off series. But in my humble opinion, my personal opinion, Caraval is better than the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, but the Once Upon a Broken Heart series is good. Like, I would say Caraval is a 5-star series. I would say Once Upon a Broken Heart is a 4-star series. 4.5-star series, something in there. Less than 5-star series, I should say. But, yes. That was the other thing. I'm still reading Twisted. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just did my reread of Fourth Wing. Then I read A Curse for True Love. Then I listened to A Curse for True Love. So I don't know if it's just the books that I'm surrounding Twisted with, but for some reason I'm, like, disconnecting from Twisted, even though it has the recipe to be, like, such a good book. Like, I'm really loving it so far, and everything is just, like, every time I read it, I'm like, ugh, but, like, it's hard to get myself to read it, and it's easy for me to turn away from it, so I like to do something else, and so I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's the disconnect here. I don't know, but hello, real quick, I just wanted to let you know I stopped reading Twisted by Emily McIntyre. I will pick it back up again. I just don't want to ruin it for myself by forcing myself to read it, because it is so good so far. Again, I just got to chapter 9, but I don't want to force myself, because I don't know why, I just don't want to read it. And so instead, I decided to pick up King of Greed by Anna Huang, and I'm already like, so this is the one we're going with. I'm already on chapter 13, so that's saying a lot. It's basically like page 90, and I know I could just eat this book up. Like, I'm gonna try my hardest not to read it all today. I mean, it doesn't matter if I do or not, but, like, I got other things to do, but I really just want to read all day long. And so I'm like, I'm just so excited. If you guys don't know, this is Alessandra and Dominic, but they're actually already married. And so if you know most of Anna Huang's books, they're not married. I don't think she's, even in the Twisted series, this series so far, she hasn't written one like this. I don't know if some of her other books are like this, but either way, point being is that they're already married, so it's already juicy. But Dominic is just greedy. When it comes to work, he just wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. And it's like, that's not how it works, Dommy boy. So, you're gonna have to get it together. I'm trying to be understanding because obviously I've never been married. I've also, like, haven't been in too many, like, long-term relationships. This is, like, what, a 10-year, 11-year, there was their 10-year marriage anniversary. So they've been together for longer than that. And so I don't know exactly, I've never been there. It is bothering me a little bit that Alessandra had never told Dominic, like, hey, I'm not happy anymore. And so then she was just kind of like, oh, like, let's get a divorce. I get it. He's like and he's annoying because he literally, like, promised to be there there was like a weekend trip for their 10-year anniversary and he missed it. Like, I would be pissed too. But, like, he's trying, and so I would make him, like, I would be like, here's what you need to do, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that's the only thing that's bothering me a little bit. I'm like, but I also, again, have never been there, so obviously he should probably have seen the signs, but she also never told him. So I'm like, But honestly, it's still getting juicy, and he's trying, and I'm like, please just keep trying, Dom. Please, Dominic. Keep trying. And so I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm actually really enjoying this. I feel like people did not say the best things about this one either, and I'm like, so far at least, I'm like, I don't know what not to like because I'm enjoying this a lot. There's drama, it's juicy, so yeah. What more could you ask for? So I'm gonna keep reading this probably, and then I'll let you know, keep you updated about Twisted as well. Obviously, Marissa. Really quick, I just finished King of Greed. I know, I literally, I read it in one day, so it was like, genuinely, there's no point in, like, updating you or, like, showing any clips of anything. I feel like I'm not gonna give you a rating yet. I like this book a lot. Like, I read it in one day. That's saying a lot. It was really hard to put down. I kept wanting to know what was happening. There's a couple things I have issues with. I just don't like the fact that they were married. They got a divorce to then get married again. The book is, like, it's not super short, but it's short enough that it seemed pointless in my opinion. Especially because they could have just said, like, I don't know. She could have just said, I don't know. There are other options besides signing divorce papers than literally getting remarried. I didn't love that. I also, what was the other thing? Oh, it also bothers me that, Alessandra, it's hard to say that in, like, without an accent, Alessandra, Allie, it bothers me that she never told him before, like, you were married for 10 years. Open your mouth. And so, like, it does at the end, she does say, like, in the epilogue, it says, like, he would never again be the man who didn't show his care and curiosity. I would never again be the wife who pretended. And it's like, I'm so glad that you realized that at the end, but she never, like, even acknowledges that. She does a little bit, but not enough that I feel like she didn't even feel like she did anything wrong. And I'm like, you had a responsibility too to tell him what he was doing wrong. And then, like, your first answer is, like, divorce. And so I'm like, I know it's been happening for 10 years, but, like, if you said to him, like, this isn't working, A, B, and C, like, I want a divorce, then he could say, okay, well, like, maybe I can try this before signing papers. That was the only thing. Anyway, that being said, I enjoyed a lot of it, and I thought it was cute. I just don't like the premise, I guess. I don't know. So I'm thinking 4 stars. The first 2 I liked better, but this one wasn't, like, bad or anything. Like, I would read it again if I was reading through the whole series. And so I think I would give it 4 stars, but I'm toying with a 3.5. 4 star, I don't know yet. So hold that thought. But now I'm definitely in the mood to continue Twisted, so that's good. Put me in the zone, so that's good. I'm gonna go read Twisted, and yes. Hello. It's been actually a few days, but I haven't been able to read Twisted that much. I don't know why. So we are gonna try again tonight, and I think I'm gonna put it on my Kindle. No, I definitely am gonna put it on my Kindle. I hope that that'll get me to be like, you know, like, get in it, get in it, get in it. I'm realizing a few things as I'm reading. We're already 130 pages in, so nearly, well, not exactly halfway, but a little under halfway. 35%. And I just feel like, not that nothing's happening, but like, I'm not feeling any sort of way toward the couple. I'm not like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's starting to get not boring, just slow. And I've never found that with the last three of the two. Yeah, wow. Scarred and Wretched. So the last two, I didn't feel that way. I felt like it was very fast paced, and like you could binge these books in like so quick. I feel like this one's slow. Just don't like this like she wants to be with someone else, and so it's like it's hard to want her to be with Julian because she's with this other guy. And so it's like it gets weird there. So I feel like it just has all the tropes that could go either really good or really bad, in my opinion. So age gap, not love triangle, but like sort of a love triangle. And the other one is just basically, I don't even know, it's not technically a trope, but just the fact that she's literally just not telling her dad the truth. Like, she's just literally lying. And so that annoys me because I'm like, this would be solved if you did one thing, and that's what's annoying. Hello, I know I look crazy. I know I have two heads. But I decided I so right now I just started Iron Flame. If you guys don't know, that's in the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros, Fourth Wing P2 Part 2. My hardcover decided to not come on launch day, so I have to wait a few more days actually, so I bought it on Kindle Unlimited, and so I've been reading this bad boy, and I'm 166 pages in, about 20%. Apparently this book is 878 pages. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm liking it so far. It's hard because if you guys don't know, the way Fourth Wing ended was obviously very like fast paced. It was very quick, but you're like flipping pages because you're like, I need to know what happened. Like, no way, this is true. Like, what's the tea? So at the beginning of Iron Flame, and I won't give spoilers, but at the beginning of Iron Flame, it just definitely slows down. So a lot of what almost you expect happens, like what you expect would happens, and so everything kind of just slows down though. And so right now it feels like honestly reading Fourth Wing all over again because obviously you start off slow, like just learning stuff, figuring stuff out, and then like you're meeting new characters, like there's so much, you're seeing new sides to characters, and then yes, you gotta go through the whole motions again, like the whole process of we're in school, and then like what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? And so right now I'm like, honey, you better pick it up. And but anyway, so I didn't finish Twisted yet. I'm still working my way through that. I'm just like putting that to the side. I don't want to DNF it. I don't, but I might have to softly DNF it just for the sake of this video because I won't be able to read it, and I want this video to go up like at a decent time. I mean, I might not be able to read it, I should say, and I want this to go up at a decent time. It's just not doing it for me. Maybe I'll check if they have an audiobook of it, and maybe that'll actually help me a little bit get through it, obviously, because it's just so slow paced. And like right now I'm like, I don't want the slow pace. So I'll let you guys know. Oh my gosh, my hair looks crazy, but like genuinely what's new. I did get my holiday edition of whatever it's called of Fourth Wing, and I already read the last 2 chapters, so I'm so excited. So beautiful. The top is a little bit ruined, but I usually, like, if I'm gonna store it, obviously it'll be the spines, or mine is just like forward. It's never gonna show this top part, so honestly I don't care that much. But that's the thing with Amazon too, is that like sometimes I saw some of these at I've seen some people finding these at their Targets, which I haven't looked at my Target because I know that if I go into Target, I'm going to buy Iron Flame because I am scared that my version's not going to come, even though it's probably going to come. I hope better come. It says it's in like transit or something like that. Anyway, my point was, I don't know what my point was. My point was that I don't care that the top is like this, but if you can get it somewhere other than Amazon, then definitely get it somewhere other than Amazon, you know what I mean? But I got my Iron Flame from Barnes, so we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go read. Hello, so we are maxing. I'm on chapter 62 and 95% of the way. So that would be fun to kind of see the reactions I feel at the end here. I haven't updated like at all because honestly I feel like I'll update you guys at the end, like after I have all my thoughts together. Iron Flame is hard specifically because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, so I didn't want to talk too much and spoil anything. Right now I do have mixed emotions. So I feel like the ending could either make or break this book for me. I haven't seen anyone's reviews like really that much besides I think one like online review, and honestly I usually only care about what like people I actually watch on YouTube think and not anyone else. So it really didn't affect my thought process. But I'm curious to see how the ending is gonna pull through because I really hope it doesn't drop the ball. So we're gonna see. Right now we're at big battle, okay? We're in a big battle. I'll tell you that because obviously there's going to be a battle. If you didn't know that, you probably shouldn't be reading these books. All right, let's do this thing. All right, so okay, I actually did get my book, so that was good and fresh. But I kept reading it on my Kindle because this book is just massive, and I honestly think unnecessarily so. Now, I know. I wanted this book so bad, so I'm glad, obviously, she tried to quench our thirst. I honestly just feel like there's so many pieces that were not necessary. Like, there was so many repeated kind of things. Like, if I think about the course of this freaking book, it's mad long. I'm like, yes, again, it's fine, but I'm like, she's writing a 5-book series. Why did it need to be this long? Like, I really genuinely think she should have kept it a trilogy and cut out some of these things that are just unnecessary. I feel like every piece of Fourth Wing, everything, I just annotated it, and everything. There's not one thing in there that I think, hey, that was unnecessary. I think everything was strategic. It was perfect. It was like, foreshadowing and like just different things that were incredible. Like, incredible. This one, I feel like there's a bunch of stuff that just is messy. It's just chaos. And I'm like, yes, that's fine, because obviously it is chaos what's happening. But I just feel like there was too much of certain things. Again, I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll just tell you, they need to, there's this thing that they need to translate, basically, from languages to different languages. They probably talk about that for 200 pages. What? Because they do it like once and they gotta do it again. Like, it's just a lot. Like, it's just certain things are hounded on that I don't like, that I did not love. And I also feel like, I feel like when there's a balance between keeping readers engaged and like keeping readers like interested, or I want to see what's next, and obviously just giving us and then there's a balance between that and then obviously giving us exactly what we want, like, oh yeah, here you go. Obviously you want to kind of build some more tension because you want readers to keep reading. I feel like we needed to be a little bit more, we needed to be given a little bit more, okay? Let's get real. I feel like we went through the journey that is Fourth Wing, we went through that ending, then we went through the whole beginning of this freaking book. I mean, we went through this whole book, and I feel like we got nothing in return. I got no reward. Let's get real. I got nothing in return except for, like, more questions. And that, I feel like we need some chapters. Like, you need to, because there's so many chapters and books, like, little things open in this one, I feel like we needed to close some. So that we felt like, oh, okay. Like, no, there was just too much, in my opinion. I can truthfully say that, like, I'm glad I read this, blah, 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 but, like, I could read whatever book I want now, and I'll be fine. Which was not the case for Fourth Wing. I was, like, totally a goner at the end of Fourth Wing. This does end on a cliffhanger of sorts, and, like, there are so many questions you don't have answers to. But it's like, honestly, like, I don't even want to, even if the next book was out, I wouldn't even want to read it because there is just too much for me. I'm just like, okay, I need a break because this was a lot for me. Too much, in my opinion. So, I don't know what I rate it. And I don't know what I rated anything, so we're going to go through and talk about all the books I read real quick, and then I'll give you a final rating. How about that? How's that? So I did decide also to just softly DNF Twisted by Emily McIntyre. It's just not the right time. It's not the vibe. I honestly just, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it right now, and I don't want to ruin it for myself. I'm not very far, and so I'm probably going to just try to pick up a different book in general. I'm gonna ignore this one. But then I also listened to, I have to pop in a picture, but I listened to A Curse for True Love from Stephanie Garber, the final book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. And I gave that book 4 stars. I don't have to go through the whole thing again. It seems to be kind of like the consensus that it was a good book. It just wasn't anything cream of the crop. And then I did read and finish King of Greed by Anna Huang. I enjoyed this book a lot. Again, kind of same vibes. I gave this one 4 stars. So, good, not anything like revolutionary or like exciting. I know a lot of people are more disappointed than with this one. And I wouldn't say I'm disappointed in any way. I thought it was unique. I thought it was fun. I just didn't think it was, definitely not my favorite out of the series, but it was good. I always think those are good, fun, fast reads. I read that one in a day if you guys don't remember. And then finally, let's rate Iron Flame. I'm thinking here. Okay, all of that being said, okay, yes, everything I said is true. I'm going to give it 4 stars. Honestly, it's pretty similar in my head to King of Greed and Once Upon a Broken Heart, and just that, like, it's good. It's a good book. It's just not something that is going to be embedded in the soul, in my veins, the way Fourth Wing was, the way the other books in these series were, I should say. It's a great way to describe it. The other books in the series were better. Enough said. I'm going to give Iron Flame 4 stars. Hopefully I don't change that. I don't think I will. I'm teetering between a 4 and a 4.5. In my head, I probably would just give it then like a 4.25, but typically I don't like doing like those so freaking dramatic. Like 4.25, 5, and 9. Like, it's so dramatic. So I usually like to just pick one or the other. And so I think I'm going with 4 stars. Because, again, I don't even think I said this. There is good in this. There are good moments in this book as well. And there are cute moments. There are some good moments. It does not, like, let's not get that wrong. It's a good book, and it's a good continuation. It's just second books, in my opinion, are so hard because they have to carry the weight of the first book. Again, I feel like they should answer some of those questions you have in the first book, and then they kind of extend the world. So whether it's you want to make it a trilogy or a 5-book series, 4-book series, that second book is kind of crucial to that because it needs to be long enough to make sure you have space to create the other 3 books or the next few books, but it also needs to be engaging enough, like you want to engaging enough so that you don't feel like you have to wait until the next book release to read this one. If that makes sense, I feel like it's a balance. I'm thinking about ACOTAR and I was comparing them in my head. I feel like for this one, it was kind of like if you flip-flopped, not even ACOTAR, I feel like it was the second one, which is a quart of Akamoff, a quart of Mist and Fury. Yeah, a quart of Mist and Fury. Yes, a quart of Mist and Fury, which is the green cover. Incredible, like 5 freaking stars. Definitely on the level of Fourth Wing. Then you have the next book after that, A Quart of Mist and Fury. A quart of, ACOWAR, Quart of Wings in Ruin. I don't know. The purple cover, the purplish, pinkish cover, whatever you want to call it. The third book. Just a little bit of a letdown, in my opinion. But, you know what? I digress. Maybe I'll change my opinion, but honestly, right now, I'm not. That is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if you guys are like, Marissa, why are you so depression? It's not even like, I feel good with all these books. It's like, I don't know if any of you, I mean, I'm sure you all know, when you read a 5-star book, there's nothing like that feeling where you're just like, oh my gosh, I could die, this book was so good. You know what I mean? And even like 4.5 star books, they're incredible. They feel so good. You're like, yes. And they're like, but this one thing, or like this little piece, like, you know what I mean? There are some of those small things. I don't know if I gave, that was my official rating, okay? At least for, A Curse for True Love and King of Wrath, because I think I toyed with 4.5s for some of them, but 4 stars. Iron Flame, again, still up in the air, but I'm thinking a 4-star. Yada. I'm happy. I just want them to be 5 stars, of course, because these are books, series that I love, so. That is it for this video. I said that already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, nerds! Let me know what your thoughts are. Please, let me know what your thoughts are. Let's have a combo. Anyway, okay, bye.